Hello everyone, good day. We're Group 3 and we're going to share all about Cradles of Early Science, Development of Science in Asia. Do you know Asia is the biggest continent in the world, covering 30% of Earth's land area? According to Catherine Gammon, Asia spans 17,139,445 square miles to 29.1% of Earth's total landmass and has a population of 4.1 billion people. Do you know Asia is the most populous continent? Asia is the home of many ancient civilizations. Roughly 60% of total population is a host to many cultural, economic, scientific, and political activities of all ages. In the field of science, technology, mathematics, great civilizations have stood out such as India, China, and Middle East civilizations. These civilizations were incomparable in their contributions to the development of knowledge during their time.
India. India is a part of continent of Asia. Most of India forms a peninsula, which means it's surrounded by water on three sides. Did you know that India is the second most populous country in the world? Not only that, they also have a great contribution in science and technology. Renowned for manufacturing irons and metallurgical works. Also famous in medicine. Example, Ayurveda. Ayurveda from the Sanskrit words Ayur means life and Veda means science. A system of traditional medicines that originated in ancient India before 2500 BC. It's still practiced as a form of medicines. This is a healing method that relies on herbs as medicines for maintaining good health. In surgery, the father of surgery, Susruta, was a great Indian surgeon who credited with the book of Susruta Samhita. In the book, he said to have described over 300 surgical procedures and 120 surgical instruments, all his own invention.
Ancient India is also notable in the field of astronomy. The ancient India astronomers used stars and planets to create astrological charts and read omens, devising sophisticated mathematical models and developing many interesting theories, many of which passed into the Islamic world and Europe. They developed theories on the configuration of the universe, the spherical self supporting Earth, and the years of 360 days with 12 equal parts of 30 days each.
They are also known for their mathematics. Here, the Indian mathematician have a great contribution in mathematics. Bisht, 1982, noted that the earliest traces of mathematical knowledge in the Indian subcontinent appear in the Indus Valley civilization. They tried to standardize measurement of length to a high degree of accuracy and design a ruler, the Mohenjo-Daro ruler. Aryabhatta. Aryabhatta introduced a number of trigonometric functions, tables, and techniques, as well as algorithm of algebra. Brahmagupta. Brahmagupta also suggested that gravity was a force of attractions, and lucidly explained the use of zero as a both placeholder and a decimal digit, along with the Hindu-Arabic numeral system, now used universal throughout the world. Lastly, Madhama or Samangrama is also considered as the founder of mathematical analysis. How cool is that?
China is one of the ancient civilizations with substantial contributions in many areas of life, like medicine, astronomy, science, mathematics, arts, and music, among the others. They were famous for their invention and technology. Many of their inventions had lasting impact on the entire world. They have greatly influenced many of its neighbor countries like Korea, Japan, Philippines, Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia, Myanmar, and other countries that belong to the Silk Road. They are known for traditional medicine. They discovered medical properties and used different plants and animals to cure human illness. An example is the practice of acupuncture. Acupuncture is a technique in which practitioners stimulate scientific points on the body, usually by inserting thin needles through the skin.
Fun facts about China. Did you know that compass, gunpowder, paper making, and printing were among the most important technological advances and are sometimes called the four great inventions of ancient China? The compass, an indispensable navigational tool, was another significant gift from ancient China. It was introduced to the Arab world and Europe during the Northern Song dynasty. It is often used to make sure that homes were built facing the correct direction so they would be in harmony with nature.
Gunpowder was originally used for making fireworks, and its later adaptation revolutionized warfare. The method of powder making was introduced to the Arab world in 12th century and to Europe in 14th century.
Printing. The first book with a verifiable date of printing appeared in China in the year 868, or nearly 600 years before that happened in Europe. Block printing was the practice of engraving writing or pictures on a wooden board, smearing it with ink, and then printing on pieces of paper page by page.
China was the first nation to invent paper, inspired by presses of silk weaving. They made a kind of paper called blue out of silk. It was relatively cheap, light, thin, durable, and suitable for brush writing.
In more recent history, China is known for many other technological developments, including the electronic cigarette, optical fibers used for communication. They also invented iron plow, wheelbarrow, and propeller. They developed a design of different models of bridges and invented the first seismological detector and dry dock facility.
In the field of astronomy, they made significant records on supernovas, lunar solar eclipse, and comets, which were carefully recorded and preserved to understand better heavenly bodies and their effect to our world. Chinese astronomers have been studying the night sky for longer than any other culture. They use lunar calendar too, in which follows the cycle of the moon.
They are also known for seismology. Scientists in ancient China were the first to develop a seismograph to monitor for earthquakes in their nation. The ability to quickly identify the occurrence and general direction of an earthquake could help the government muster assistance more rapidly, and this made them more prepared in times of natural calamities.
Middle East countries are dominantly occupied by Muslims, with the spread of Islam in the 7th and 8th centuries, a period of Muslim scholarship, or what is called the Golden Age of Islam, lasted 13th century. Middle East civilization has a very rich culture and tradition. They also have enormous contribution to science and technology. The Middle East is an area of the world that includes many countries such as Turkey, Israel, Saudi Arabia, Iran, and Iraq. Throughout its history, these people have either invented or contributed to the development of important technologies that have impacted the fields of astronomy, medicine, and much more. For example, one of the world's most famous polymaths, someone who was really great at many different subjects, was Taqi Aden Muhammad Abi Maruf Shami al-Asadi. His knowledge and observation contributed much to the field astronomy, including how to find the coordinates of stars, how steam can be used to rotate an rudimentary steam turbine, and important properties related to vision, such as reflections and refractions. Scholars such as William of Morbic gained access to the original Greek texts or scientists and philosophers including Aristotle, Archimedes, Hero of Alexandria, and Proclus. To the Greeks, Muslim scientists place greater value on science experiment rather than planned through experiments. This leads to the development of the scientist method. Ibn al-Haytham, a Muslim scientist, also regarded as the father of optics, especially for his empirical proof of the instrumentation theory of light.
And now, in mathematics, the mathematician Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi, or also known as the father of algebra, gave his name to the algorithm, while the term algebra is derived from algebra, the beginning of the title of one of his publications in chemistry. Muslim chemists and alchemists also played an important role in the foundation of modern chemistry. Habr ibn Hayyan, considered to be the father of chemistry, he was known as the father of Arabic chemistry due to his theory on matter. His theory is known as the Habrian corpus, and it states that all metals are made of sulfur and mercury. And last, in the field of medicine, Ibn Sina, the most eminent Muslim physician, illuminative philosopher, great thinker, and a versatile genius, is regarded as the father of early modern medicine and as the father of clinical pharmacology. His two most notable works in medicine, which were used as standard medicinal texts in both the Muslim and Europe during the 17th century. First, the Book of Healing. Second, the Canon of Medicine. Among his many contributions are the discovery of the contagious nature of infectious disease and the introduction of clinical pharmacology. And that's all for the Middle East countries.